Hi guys, I'm Carl from TwpZen. This is JawJitsu, where MMA meets mental health. Today we've got a very special guest in Jonny Wheelkick Mills. Jonny and I have known each other for about 5 or 6 years now since I moved back to Swansea. Used to work on the doors in nightclubs where I used to work. Built a friendship over the years, and it's been an honour and a privilege to watch his journey. Over the last few years he's gone through his own little journey, and now he's just had 2 consecutive back-to-back title fights as amateur MMA, and hopefully moving through the ranks. So yeah, I'm really excited to bring this interview to you. Hopefully there'll be a few more to come, find some local fighters around the area, maybe go travelling, find some more. But there will be some more solo content where I explain JawJitsu in a bit more detail, talk about TwpZen, talk about my free book, which you can download, my website, which I put a lot of time and effort into, which is all about mental health, making mental health fun. There's no need for it to be so boring. Right, enough said, let's get into the video. Hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe, all that nonsense. And yeah, enjoy. Hi guys, welcome to the video. I'm here today with Jonny Wheelkick Mills, and we're going to talk about MMA and JawJitsu. So Jonny, how's it going, man? Good to see you again.
Bless, man. How are you? Been well since it?
yeah. Obviously this is the first time I've seen Jonny a little bit. I came to his last fight, or his last but one fight in Stoke. My first ever MMA fight. Like, watching that live was insane. Probably one of the best days of my life, not going to lie. Just because of the whole experience of it. And yeah, it was amazing to see you fight in person. Like, just amazing to see. And then, like, he was close, bro. He was close. Came real close. And mate, it was a hell of a fight as well.
That one round, yeah. I thought I won the first, won the last, and then he got the ones in between.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed it anyway. The crowd was going wild. It was definitely like the fight of the night for me. Oh, but yeah, awesome to see you fight. Obviously, you fought again recently. I can't remember the guy's name. Not really that important.
Theo Edwards.
Okay, respect to Theo. How did the fight go?
I felt that I was robbed. I felt I only lost one round. I had the first round. I nearly finished him in a triangle choke. I nearly had an armoplata. There was no real threat from Theo. I think you put something up as well, didn't you? It was like if you'd have held on to. If you had held on to his leg or something, because he was lifting you up to slam you or something like that. Yeah. I think that was the one like error you pointed out. But I didn't notice it was an error. I went for I was in the triangle and I heard someone shout armbar. Yeah. And I let go of the leg that was actually keeping him not from picking me up, because he was possible for him to pick him up. And I saw his arm. There was for straight arm lock, but going for that was giving the ability to propel me up in the air and slam me. If I held on to that,
wasn't really much of a slam, to be fair, but
no,
it got you out of position, I guess. Lost position.
I had him, like I said, I nearly went for the arm triangle as well. Nearly went for the head arm plata. That went into the triangle. Yeah, that squeeze I had on him, I squeezed a lot into him, and that did gas my legs out for at least one round. Not fair. And that's why if you watch the second round, it was a round of chill, relax.
I was watching. I was like, he's not throwing as many kicks.
No. Well, I had a broken leg. I had a broken leg, and I broke my leg against Tom Burton.
I remember because in the car you were gone. You were going to hospital then.
Yeah. I've got like I had a fracture. Well, it was a terrible fracture of my right leg. Yeah. But when I got offered the opportunity to fight Theo, and this is nothing against Theo, because I think Theo might have injuries. I thought Tom Burton had a dislocated shoulder, so I know that every person who goes to that occasion, rarely you fight someone who's 100%. So that's why you didn't see me throw kicks. I only chucked one wheel kick. I think I chucked a teep, and usually when I'm on my back, when someone's kicking me, I'll try to jar their shin bones. Okay. And I was worried that if I kick with my right leg,
that would go.
Yeah, I didn't want to feel the pain.
Fair.
I was thankful that he never landed a proper kick properly. Yeah. He was doing those kicks up here, up the tibia, the higher part. Yeah. But he never hit the lower part. Thank God. You know.
He was boxing heavy, wasn't he? He kind of just. He reminded me a bit of the same with the Tom. He kind of just had that like high guard. Kind of. Trying to walk you down a bit, but
he was doing a lot of calf kicks and stuff, leg kicks, but he never landed.
He didn't. Well on this one. I don't know. In my opinion, he didn't throw anything didn't do violent intent.
I never felt. It was never one point in that fight I felt like I wasn't in control. Even when I was losing, I was like, oh whatever. Like the second round, I didn't have it. I was chilling. That round was a chill. That was like okay. Yeah. get your energy back, come again in the third.
Yeah.
And I felt I established that in the third round. I tried to go for a knockout a few times in the third round with my hands, and
your hands were looking a lot better as well.
Well, what I didn't like was when he got me up against the cage. I looked at the ref because it wasn't like he was trying to take me down. He wasn't even to land strikes. He was
just wasting time. Man.
Yeah,
or getting his breath back.
Yeah, and he was holding it I looked at the ref kind of to be like, okay, you wanna break this up, because it was, if he was trying to take me down, I can use a whiz, or if he was trying to clinch the land strike, I could break out. But he was literally just
holding you. Like,
holding. It was it was almost like if you've been to jiu-jitsu, you got these things called stalling. It felt like a stalling. I know.
Yeah.
Now you could say, argue it like, John, you need to work on it. Maybe I do, but part of me thinks, well, hang on, he's not even trying to do damage or even try to control me, taking.
He's not being the aggressor.
No. So I thought, right, well, I looked at the ref, know what's going on, so I went for guillotine third round. People have been criticised for going for that guillotine by a few people.
Your ground game's good.
Well, yeah, but they're saying because of it, with unknowledged judges, they can perceive you being on your back as the, how can I explain, as the person who is in not control. Even though I was the one in control.
I get you.
Off on my back, it makes him look like he's the most dominant fighter. He didn't take me down. I went for the guillotine.
Well, that's one of the most frustrating things about like watching UFC or something. Like just dodgy refs, and then you come into like battle arena.
He was a bit slight.
Sorry,
he was slight dodgy. Well, over a few things, but it was more.
It's one of those that you like. They can't even get it right at the top level. So it's hard.
Yeah, it is hard. Well, I felt like not just that. When he got to the ground, loads of times when he got to the ground, he stood up. So if you stand up, if I pull guard, it's showing that he doesn't want to be on the ground.
He doesn't want to engage.
Doesn't want to engage. Doesn't want to go with striking because he was trying to clinch up. Didn't want to engage on the ground. He didn't. So when he stood
that's
up,
what it felt like. He felt like he didn't have an answer, and he was just trying to grind something out.
Hearing there was 10 seconds left as well, I knew. That with 10 seconds left, if I get up now, he's going to be punching me in the head.
Yeah.
So having 10 seconds left, back in my brain, what can I do? And I remember, like, I always say to people that if you train hard, people have the first saying, train hard, fight easy. But also that if you train hard, there'll be things in your training you think you never ever use. And the scorpion kick, I went for 3 scorpion kicks at the end of the round, last round.
Yeah, they were looking wild.
Yeah, I was doing that because I thought to myself, I can't stand up. If I stand up, I'm going to get punched in the face.
That reminds me of Gagey's Rolling Thunder or something he does at the end of the round. If he knows there's a couple of seconds left, throw it.
Exactly.
Why not?
So I went for like 3 of them. I went 3 times, went for the scorpion kick, one side, scorpion kick, the other side, scorpion the other side. I thought, well, I even went off my back. So I went off my back. I thought,
you looked like you were the aggressor the entire fight, and it looked like Johnny wants to win this fight. The other guy just wants to get out of it as soon as possible.
Well, it's sad because I believe I got screwed over with Dom. I don't want to bring it up, but I felt they got screwed over with Dom fight. At the time of the fight...
I'll say it, he got screwed over by Dom, or the ref, or the judges.
At the time of the fight, I believe that Dom won. At the time of the fight, I believe that Dom won. But
you were saying...
Because you can't remember. All I remembered that was me on my back last round, and I went for a leg drop, but I didn't remember all the other bits, because you go in last and I was on my back, and that's the last bit that was in my mind. But watched it back, without being emotional. I thought, hang on, I won that fight. But now I've got a record of, it says 2 wins, 3 losses, when really it should be 4 wins, 1 loss. And that's 1 loss was against Tom Burton, who's a 5-time British Sambo champion, and he's a black belt in judo, black belt in Sambo.
Yeah, he came in like way overqualified.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And not just that, I nearly landed a few strikes and then must beat him on the ground.
He was scared.
Exactly, guys meant to be better grappler than me.
Yeah. I was expecting Sambo ground and pound, but it was just that.
He again on the ground. I was winning more on the ground again.
On the ground, he was doing like what Theo was doing, just kind of holding you there. Not just maybe worried. Like a couple of digs here and there, but it wasn't
worried. It was that fear. So it's horrible to see 3-2. I mean 2-3, 2 wins, 3 losses. It hurts, but. The fact is that the people that I've been fighting titles. I fought for a world title.
Mate, that's 2 last fights, yeah.
I fought for a British title. And, I believed I won the British title. And again, I believed I beat Dom. If you watch our 2 faces of Dom had his head split open.
Mate, it's in the montage.
You got his blood down his face,
If you haven't seen that, I put a video of Johnny with all his recent fights so far. Watch the Dom fight, because you'll see what we're talking about. It was not...
Watch the Theo fight as well. But they're not but that it hurts because now I have to two wins and 3 losses, but I'm not going to be. I don't know if I'm competing again in amateur now. I think that's my amateur career. Unless like I'll be honest, I'm not going to be fighting anybody. Like unless I don't want to be fighting.
Do you not think you'll get another shot on a title or something? I think
3 in a row title shots. It doesn't seem right, does it? It doesn't seem right.
I don't know, because if you look at them though, if you look at it on paper, you go, all right, fair. But if you look at the actual fights, if you were there, like most of the people there are going to be at the next fight. They're all kind of the same people. They'll have seen you, and they talk about you on the commentary. Like that's one of the things I was like trying not to put too much commentary in the video, because they were like, we'll kick this, we'll kick that. They love you there, and I don't know, if I look at it on paper, even then, I think that sets you up for some. Even if you, in your next fight, your opponent's looking at you, they don't do too much research. They go in, three losses, 2 wins. Yeah, I'm in for an easy fight. Yeah, they come up against you and they're like, "What the fuck? Like, this isn't what's on the cards, you know."
It's true.
But if you can always flip it into a positive and like, look, that's setting me up for here we go.
True, and I would agree with that. If they offer the title fight, I don't want to be fighting another can. I shouldn't say can. Don't like using the word can, but I don't want to.
Sorry, you can cut that out.
You can keep that in, keep it all raw. But I don't want to be like I've had offers. I'm not saying names because I've had loads of offers, but I've had offers to fight on shows, and I just feel like it's a big backstep. It's a massive backstep.
Yeah.
And I want to be going forward in my career, not going back.
It's interesting because you want to do it for the progression, but you also like, you don't want to put yourself in that, other zone. You want to be like at the forefront, really.
I don't get motivated.
But at the same time, you're fighting. You could win. You could get more experience.
Sounds horrible. I don't get motivated to fight someone that I know I can beat. Sounds terrible.
No, I think that's bang on.
If I know I can beat someone, like say, I don't want to say it because I don't want to disrespect people. Because I know these people some of these people give me light, and some people give me actually training, and some people have actually trained with, some people actually have known. So I'm not going to criticize them because
it's a difficult one for sure.
But out of my own heart, I'm being selfish for me. I know me. If I'm on an easier opponent, easier path, I know that I'm not going to train hard. I know I'm going to look at.
You won't get the best at yourself, will you?
No, I know I'm not going to mention names in the past. I've done that. I won, but I'm not going to. Well, also, obviously, you're going to narrow it down. but yeah.
Street fight is a street fight.
Yeah, but like narrow it down. But I was massively out of shape because I didn't thought whatever. I don't need to train. I didn't. I still won, but I didn't train.
I think I know what you're talking
about. Yeah, I think you know as well. But like that's what will happen if I truly believe then that I can beat this guy and I can do it like with no training. I will.
Yeah,
well, I think there's no point. What's the point in putting my body through hell when I know I'm going to go obliterate you? Whereas if you put against some guy, he's good, I'm going to train like a beast. That's going to get me in beast mode throughout the whole fight camp. Yeah. And it's going to get me in the right mind shape to eat healthy. I need to be motivated.
Do you know, we were just talking off camera about Tony Ferguson, and I think that's exactly the same kind of mentality. He's not going to go up against like a number 20 ranked. He wants the top guys, even though he's lost like 3 in a row. His mentality is exactly the same. I need to challenge myself. I want to be the best. And if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Exactly. So, that's it. But I now could go on a lower local show or lower show, and I'm not disrespecting lower cards and stuff, because I know they can get some really good regional fighters as well, but I don't feel they're more well-rounded. I felt like when I was at that arena, it was very blessed to have like a very well-rounded. Yeah. It was almost like at the top tier. I look at them and I see the people even in the warm-up and thinking, wow. I look at that and like I was in the warm where you had Leon. Do you know Leon? What's his name? Leon Edwards.
Yeah, he was at Birmingham the last fight, wasn't he?
Yeah, I got him and he's teaching his boys and I'm showing looking at his caliber. I've trained with Leon Edwards' brother before. I've been up to his gym in Renegade. I
think we were talking about that before. Yeah,
I spar with all the guys there. I didn't feel out of place. I was beating the majority of them. There was only a few that 2, I'd say only one still didn't tap me out. Yeah. But the other guy. There was a Sambo guy there. I believe he was Sambo. He looked some sort of type of wrestling. I would say Sambo, the style he was going at. It could be something else. I perceived it as Sambo, but yeah, he's the only one to tap me there. I saw my level caliber, so I don't want to be low in my standards. I want up in my standards. And when I see people like in Battle Arena, I see all these other guys, and then they're looking at me. Some of these guys are looking at me. I'm thinking, damn, I know I'm at this level. I am in the right place. I am in the right place. And
I still think people are scared to fight you because I think they've seen all your fights and they've seen how your opponents have dealt with it and how they just haven't really dealt with it and they got lucky with decisions.
No. Tom Burton had a very smart style.
I know. Your brother also told me off. I was like, Johnny's won now. He's like, no. But yeah, I get
Did Perry Believer won?
No, he was telling me like he's just ground it out. Like you could
what against Tom Burton?
No, like Tom ground it out against you, and then watching the fight back, it's just like you were throwing the most dangerous things for me, but it just seemed like one of those intelligent fighters when he just done enough.
He was like, all right, I'm gonna attack, I'm not gonna attack. I'm gonna attack, I'm not gonna attack. He stepped in, stepped out, I was trying to have my hands. People have a go at my hands down. You don't understand how good my head movements is, how I use my head for you to come in and I'm gonna land a shot. That's why Phil didn't come forward.
Mate, they're all scared of that kick.
It's
like it's coming.
The only person who wasn't scared, and that's why he got his head split open, was
Dom.
Dom wasn't scared. He came forward and he paid the price for that.
Yeah, he got cut up early as well, didn't he?
Split all over his face. So, I've always been. That's why I said to people to come forward. I don't mind. I'm happy with that. You come forward. That's my game plan. If you can come into my game plan, do it.
Come into your wheelhouse. You need a wheel kick, like.
But I've been learning other stuff. We've been adapting. We've been learning other things because I had a broken leg. The whole camp, I didn't chuck any kick. I chucked one kick. It's quite embarrassing to tell the story. It's quite funny. I thought that my leg was healed, and there's a place called JD Gym, and there might be people who've seen this from JD Gym if they're watching. I was like kicking the bag. Also, I was kicking the bag with my left leg, and I was in the flow. I was getting my flow. I was like, waboom, going back again. Waboom. I was like, this leg, because it was twisting. I thought maybe it's ready.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's ready. And I'm in flow state. I got the music they playing was on Pete. Everything
set you up, man.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm flowing. And there's a fire exit near the where I train. You've seen where I sit the bags I put on Instagram. Yeah. There's a fire exit near it, right? Anyways, I made out like this was cool. This is what I did.
Okay.
So as I was in the zone flowing, I believed that this leg was healed. So I went up, chilled, looked at it and marked it and moved high in the air. Boom, kicked it like boom. Instantly, you know like go on the ground and you hit your elbow on the concrete and you feel that pain.
Funny bone, like it goes through you.
Yeah, I had it from there. Got all the way up and I was like,
I don't want to imagine that.
I just bit my tongue and did some sort of like, you've seen Usyk when he does that dance and stuff. I bit my tongue, maybe I was doing some dance, went out, burst open the fire door, went out, I was like, made out as a dance, made out, this is natural, I'm meant to be doing this, get to the fire exit, bang, I was like, holding it, because after the Tom Burton fight, this, like it was that bad. I was meant to be in the hospital for the while. I didn't go stay, to be honest with you. I just went early. I was walking on it like an idiot.
I mean, I know you a little bit. Yeah,
I did that after Dom fight. But I was walking on it then. It was stupid, but I was walking on it straight away. I don't like being
again like Ferguson, innit? Your body heal itself. Just
just
go forward.
Keep going forward. So I just went back to training and I thought I've only just been now I'm kicking now. Still not flat out, but I'm kicking now. That's why I'm waiting till March. I'm actually letting it heal.
That's sensible, yeah.
But I kicked it and it went. I was agony in pain, absolute agony in pain. I remember like for the build up to feel. I was doing training camp. I remember like one of my coaches, Ben Dozer, who we training partner, and he's also was one in my corner and vice versa myself with him. He said, chuck some kicks, and I was like, trying to say I can't. And I was fair enough, and I kicked once against as well, and I felt it as a no. Yeah. No, I remember.
Sometimes you do have to listen to your body when it tells you, like, stop.
I wanted Phil to believe that the kicks were there.
Yeah.
And this is why we were training a lot of hands, I'm not going to tell all my methods, but a lot of stuff we were training. We used it in the fight. We used it in methods in the fight against Mike James. We trained a lot of stuff that was going to. Go to the fight with Phil with like different methods.
Yeah.
And one we teeped with Ben. With this leg, I teeped. I think once I caught him in the jaw and the silver, catching him right on the jaw. His head.
You're getting that down, man.
Yeah, I was getting.
That teep was getting there.
Yeah, I was getting there, going straight to the chin. But another time, I remember I wanted him to believe this kick was there. So at the end of round one, and I remember there was like a few seconds left. I thought to myself, well, if my leg's gonna go, let's let it go on the end of the round. Right. So at the end of the round, I chucked this and I went for a wheel kick.
Yeah.
Even if it didn't land, he believed in his mind.
That's coming, yeah.
It was there. You understand?
Yeah,
so his mind, he believes the kicks are there. But I mean,
maybe that's why his whole approach was like that, because he's seen your last few fights. He's going, I'm going to get kicked in the face.
Yeah. He did that. He tried to do that. Tom Burton, go jump in, jump out.
That's it.
But
it might be a bit like was it Dominic Cruz has that? Even though like his is a lot different.
Yeah,
It's in, up, it doesn't know where you're coming in.
It was that. But the thing is, I practice hands and I blast him a lot with my hands. I blast him a few times with a lot of my hands. But I listened to his interview afterwards. He said, "Oh yeah, we were avoiding the kicks," and I thought, "What kicks, man? What kicks? What kicks did I chuck at you? I chucked like two or three kicks, like." Yeah. But I went for scorpion kicks at the end. But yeah, I know what you mean. Like our game plan was. I keep it pretty simple. Was loan to a false sense of curious slow in, slow. I don't even know Fedor Emelianenko.
The more they're thinking, the less they're attacking. You know
Fedor Emelianenko.
Mm-hmm.
Fedor with a low slow because he was very great at he's like almost like a chess player. He would slow down, make his opponent slow down, him slow down, and then go from 0 to 100 like acceleration. Boom. Yeah. So he go like here and then bang, accelerate to like with his backhand and explode into you like a punch.
It was a scary way of doing it, yeah.
Well, that's what I tried. That was our game plan. Which I tried to slow it down and boom, like do my kicks and that. I mean, the good thing though, back in March, I noticed that even though it was probably wrong for me to fight with a broken leg, I still thought I won. So even though I probably shouldn't have done that, I still think I won. Yeah. I still thought I believe I won that fight. But now, I'm making sure this heals. This makes sure this heals. So I'm not going to be going to another fight broken leg because it hurt me thinking, oh man.
That's a lesson you should have learned the first time. Like,
I still thought I won though.
It's very. If you're watching, let us know in the comments if you think Jonny won, because he did. He did.
It's like even though I did have broken leg, I still thought I won. So it's not like I'm going to knock back now. But now my brain does back my brain think, oh. In my father said, well, if you did be able to kick, you would definitely win, wouldn't you? Well, yeah, but that's the whole point. I'd like to have like. Yeah, true. He's right. It would have been good if I had my leg, but who knows? Maybe say I let my leg heal, my arm would have got injured. So exactly. you can't.
There's so many variables that can go wrong. It's just sometimes you just gotta take what you can get and go with it. 100. But I just think it's setting you up for. Well, it's setting you up for maybe massive disappointment if you're fully healed and then you have a really bad performance. I don't think that's going to happen. No, but I think if you're fully healed, motivated, and you're fighting someone that you're scared of.
I wouldn't say
we're going to see the
I'm
best
not scared of people, but
no,
it's like
intense
respect. I respect them. Yeah, it's respect.
Like do you watch Chandler against Poirier the other day?
Oh, what a guy!
And when they said obviously like he was bad mouthing him at the end, but he said like I was scared of you, I was scared to fight you, but I respect you, and I was like, I was like that makes sense, even though like. To someone who doesn't understand the deal, it's like, what do you mean you're scared of him? It's like, you have to be scared of someone to get that performance out, to go to
Mike Tyson said that
other level.
Mike Tyson said he said that I hate you. So why I hate you? Because you make me fear. I don't like being fear, so I hate you. I have to kill you. His mindset is messed up. He's like
philosophies.
You anger me because I fear you. Now you must pay. It's like that mindset is so strong. You know and that's the mindset you have to have. It's got like it's almost like people buy into that fear factor as well. Like for me, like my mindset is look. I always have this mindset: if I'm gonna win, I'm gonna win in style. That's what I've always been trying to. I try my style. And if I lose, I'm gonna go out in style. Whatever happens, I'm gonna go in that fight.
There's no footage. I put all that footage together, and it wasn't a single bit of it. I was like, he's not trying here. He's not doing something. He's not like putting his all into it. Yeah. Like even the commentators bang on as well. Like even if you don't get the decision at the end, super humble, super respectful, and like always talking to the cameras like, oh, nice guy, praising the camera, all that kind of stuff. Like nobody's doing that.
No, that's true. Yeah.
That's what I like about you in like Battle Arena and the whole like league of it, I guess. But no one else seems to like want it that much. Even when I was watching like the last two title fights, it was like they don't want it as much as Jonny. No. Like you could see it in their eyes. Like it was two different fighters. I just think you got the bad luck, and that's it. But it could be like it's one of those. I talk about in my mental health stuff. Like sometimes life gives you a springboard, and on a springboard to get up, you got to go down first. Yeah, and then boom, and then you're up. Then
I mean I've put it this way. I've always, I'm not going to say who, but some people don't like this about me. They say, Jonny, why don't you try other stuff? There's nothing else I want to do. And maybe that's a wrong mindset.
No, you're fully bang on, because those people, are they world famous or something?
Exactly. Honestly, there's nothing else I want to do, Cal. Like at the moment,
I'm really happy to hear that actually.
Fine, man. I'll talk about something. I'm not gonna say who, but I've been involved in camps. I was involved with my brother Moses' camp, who won by knockout.
Yeah.
First round.
I watched that recently and I was like, okay, fair. He's pretty good.
I've got a story here. So after that fight with Theo Edwards, I had 2.5 weeks out. During this period, Moses has been in fight camp and getting into real fight mode. My first day back, some reason I thought it was going to be chilled, forgetting that Moses is going to be fighting in 2 weeks.
He's in a different mindset now.
Yeah, me believing that Moses is going to be in chill mode, goes up to Binya at David John's gym, and I was like, yeah, Mo, I'll come down, bro, I'll come down and train, yeah, bros, yeah, I'll come down and train.
Yeah.
Going out, he was telling me about talking about his posing. Now, this was a very rare Moses. When I say rare, very rare Moses, it's very rare that last fight camp he was more relaxed. You don't mind me saying it's true. He was more relaxed against his first opponent.
Yeah.
And I think this fight camp he was way more motivated. I mean, it's good.
You can see the difference.
He was motivated probably in that fight, but this one he was way more motivated.
Yeah.
I'm just being real. And I didn't know. I didn't expect that. I'm sorry, Moses. I didn't expect that Moses. That's the best Moses I've ever seen. That Moses I went to spar with. I sparred him 2 weeks out, and he had the eye of the tiger. He was looking in kill mode, hunt mode. I went in there, and I was like relaxy daisy, and I was like, this would do okay. I was like, whoa. I was like, oh, jab. It's like survive. It was more scary than my actual fights. The spar, I was like, it's like move, jab, move. Make sure you move. I was like,
it's just like going up someone else's treadmill. If you're jogging and you don't realize they're sprinting, you step on.
Oh yeah. I went out of that. I went home and I said, babe, stop buying me chocolate. I shouldn't say babe, it was me buying the chocolate, I'm just blaming her. I was like, I got to stop eating chocolate, I got to stop eating this crap. I was like, I got to stop it. I went that day, it was like a mind spit. It was great. I mean, Moses just came back 5th week now, it's back training camp now. I believe he's fighting in December time. Moses Jolly, the native, check him out on Instagram.
Pop a link in the bottom.
Yeah, but yeah, it was like it was scary, and it was like that was
that intensity.
Yeah, that intensity. But that was I've been doing now since I've broken leg. I've been going to other camps, and I'm also going to be Moses camp. I'm going to be in Aaron Duvigneau camp. He's fighting in December as well.
Is it Muay Thai? Is it?
Muay Thai K1, one of the two. Please forgive me, Aaron. I forgot which one it is.
One of them. We'll cut it out later on. We'll find it.
Yeah. But Aaron though, Aaron was like I'll explain. He was he's got a fight camp as well in December. But also my brother Perry's fighting on Saturday.
He's a good lad.
I've been training with him for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks before the fight, and we've been working on a few things. But he has been doing the fight camp at the place. But I've been giving him a few tips, and he's got great power. He's got my brother, blood brother Perry. He's got great kicks, great hands. So I'm going to be there.
You can see it. Just sometimes you can see it in their eyes. You can just see like there's a bit of like energy behind those.
Yeah.
See that.
Perry's got great leg kicks. He's got great hands. He's got great jiu-jitsu, and he's fighting on Friday as well. So that I've been blessed. Yeah, I've been blessed to be in like these people's camps. Because even when I help people, it kind of refreshes me with my tools and go over things myself and things like that. But after his camp, I'm going straight to Moses' camp and going straight to Aaron camp. So, but I won't be fighting until March at least.
Yeah, but you'll still be mentally sharp though. That's the thing, and you'll be like a sponge. You'll be absorbing all this stuff. There'll be one day where you just pick up like a fragment of something, or you think I could do that better, or I could do it this way. And that's what that's what I'm doing with mental health as well. Like sometimes if you put yourself into uncomfortable positions or places where you don't really feel that you want to be, even like today, when you text me, it's like, let's come over. And I was like, oh Christ. Do I want? Can I bail on this? I was like, no. What? Let's just do it. And it's just one of those things. And as soon as I made that decision, I was like, oh, let's do it. I was like, boom, creative. I had all these ideas talking about. Obviously, like forgotten most of them.
Yeah, that's alright.
But when you get into that different mindset or different environments, sometimes even if you walk a different route home or something, you could see something, or you could just be around something. It changes the way your brain works. Like it opens it up. So yeah, you'll definitely like absorb something from that. And again, keep you mentally fresh. Keep you every day like. Fighting soon. I want to do this, and again, if you're gonna see your friends fight and your brother fight as well, like you're gonna be like, I can't wait to go back.
Blessed. I'm glad that Perry's fight. I'm glad that Mike Evans, Mike Evans, I helped him as well. I
met him.
Mike Evans. He's been in the camp. I've helped him a little bit. He's been my most longest sparring partner ever. So we literally know, unless he's been learning new stuff, which he probably has obviously been learning new stuff, but majority of stuff, like, he'd be going over, he's been really good, and I think he'll...
Awesome.
I'll say it now, I believe Mike Evans gets the submission first round.
Yep,
My brother on the hand, it's his first fight. I can't wait to watch him fight. I don't know how it's going to play out. He's got grappling, he's got striking, so it's in his own game. But I love to see him with his leg kick and side kicks because he's got good thumb. I hope to see that.
Maybe it's in the genes.
Yeah, with genes. But yeah, like I said, I've been blessed to be in my friends' camps. It's kind of and Mike James. I've been training with Mike James as well. David Jones. We have been training, but it hasn't been as much rigorous as has been in the past. But we have been training as well as being on podcasts like yourself, and I've been on Uk MMA and the MultiCast. It's kept me in the game. You know, having these people around, I've been truly blessed to have like these people. And Nina's been helping me out loads as well.
That's awesome.
I
think you're probably a bit humble as well, but you do a lot for other people. And that karma has no deadline. It always pays you back eventually. And the more stuff you've done so much already, so you're gonna get blessed, and you're gonna get blessed even more. Because your name's already out there as well. And once people start to realize when these other fighters come up and they start talking about you, they start seeing you in the corner or whatever, they're like, "Oh, it's Wheelkick MMA."
I swear,
it's gonna go from strength to strength.
No, that's already happened. That's already happened. We say that. I don't want to say that, but
no, that's good.
I get people talk to me like at the start. It was weird. I've got used to it now. It's still, you don't ever get used to it. It's still like, for instance, I was out yesterday and there was a fighter that was fighting on MMA, on the Ultra MMA, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I'm Jonny." He goes, "Yeah, I know who you are. I seen you fighting back."
Wow.
It's like,
that's
okay.
You signed any autographs?
Yeah, no, mate, don't matter. I'm dyslexic, guys. Well, scribble on that. No, you don't want my autograph. It's terrible. But yeah, no, I haven't yet. No, I don't want to, because that's the thing. I have to get a new autograph. I need to do like some French flacé or something.
Do you know what? When I was in the band like 10 years ago, I used to sign like little things here and there, for, like just for people we knew or whatever, and I was like, I'm gonna work on my autograph one day, and it's got so bad. Like it's literally like there's a maybe I'll put a clip of Conor McGregor signing recently, and it's just literally just all a circle, and that's what my signature is now. It's just like it's just like try and make it cool, and it's awful.
I need to change my signature because I think it's so easy to copy.
Yeah, initially mine was just Callum.
Yeah, mine was, it still is JL Mills. Yeah. I shouldn't say that. I need to go to the bank.
Be creative with it.
I need to change that. Officially change my signature.
I don't even understand how, like, we're in 2022. How are we like? If someone could copy something you squiggle, and you don't even like, I can't squiggle the same way 5 times.
No,
like
no.
How's
that
going to be?
I've gone to the bank and lost my card, and they go, it's just, look, I can give you my Facebook,
you give you everything.
You go on Instagram.
Take my blood.
Look at all these things. I'm Jonathan Mills, I swear. I'm Jonathan Stewart.
Well, the picture you drew 10 years ago on a whim, like
I know. So like no. Yeah, you're right. But I want to change that because I don't want to sign that. But I just want to say, I've had people come out to me in like Tesco's. Random people, and they've talked to me, and they're like, "Yo, Jonny," like, and I'm always people. I don't, it's like 2 things. You either go, "Oh, let's go along with this," and just be nice and kind, which I usually do, or go, "Who the heck are you?"
That ain't Jonny, guys. That ain't Jonny.
So goes to me, "Hey, Jonny," I'll look at this guy. I don't know who you are.
I bet you're thinking that while you got headphones on though. Well, there's good music. Like, who the fuck's it? Take them off.
Hey, buddy. Yeah. I go, yo, yeah. And he goes, Jonny, because you don't know the guy's name. You go, yeah, mate. Are you bro? I'm like,
yeah.
Who's this guy? I just keep talking. I'm like, yeah. And he goes, how's it fine? I go to like my gym. I stopped going. I go to the sauna. I go to the sauna in the steam room.
Oh, that'd be awful. Sit after just like sit there.
This guy, and he's with his wife, and he's coming up, he's talking to me, and he's shaking hands. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I don't know who you are. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, martial arts guy. I'm saying that. I'm trying to like figure out who you are. I'm trying to get something out of him. Who's this guy? And I realised I don't know this guy.
Yeah, that's just gotta keep happening now, isn't it?
Yeah, in my mind, like, I really don't know who this person is. In my mind, like, do you know when you actually don't know this person, and it's like, damn, it's happened like a few times. It gets to the point where you just.
What you could do, you just be like, I've got a line. It'd be like, sorry, I'm really bad with faces. I'm not. But like,
I always say, I'm bad with names.
Just say that, and they'd be like, oh, and then if it rings a bell, it does. If not, be like, I don't know. I don't know where you go from there. You're trapped in a sauna room, just like, alright, cool. Come on, hear it, boys.
Yeah. Oh, go. So I'm like, I always do it. No, it's funny.
I can hear my phone ringing in the gym, in the sauna room.
That's terrible. I've done almost left before, and I feel like, I can't. I have to go along with it. I always go along.
Yeah, you're too nice, man. You're too nice.
Yeah, no, but I think
that'll change.
Yeah, you just like. Everything even happened in London, believe it or not. Even in London, because I've actually done competitions. I've done competitions in London as well. So
you had that BJJ match, didn't you? Is that the one I put in the montage? Is that what the most recent one?
Yes, the one in December. I went to a competition, and someone was coming up to me, and it wasn't just because of me as well.
No gi, that's the one.
I've actually got brothers in London who are fighters as well, like me, Tom, and Joey, and then I got brothers. They're my half brothers, and I got their step brothers. Like not my step brothers, so they're half brothers, like Aaron, Ben, and Robert. So I got I got Alfie and Harvey as well. Sorry, my brother Alfie and Harvey.
Yeah, it's in the blood.
Yeah, and they got half sister Jess. So literally their fights like this. I think my name, because they're quite well known in London. I think that gets me well known up there as well. So
right. It could be as well. Like obviously MMA is blowing up massively. It wasn't like I started watching 2015. I think I saw like a Conor McGregor meme, and then I got slowly into it that way. But none of my friends, even now, like no one talks about it. But like it is growing. Like you can see, especially with like Leon Edwards with the Kamaru Usman knockout. Like I
could have been his sparring partner.
Mate, things will work out. I've got a good feeling you and Leon will meet in the ring or something. Maybe. Yeah, for sure.
That would be cool.
But yeah, I think it's blowing up massively at the minute, and I think the more people that get into it, they're gonna do exactly what I've done. They're gonna watch all the UFC highlights. Then they're going to watch the other UFC fights, and they're going to see, right, where am I? Who's locally fighting?
Yeah.
And then I'll go, obviously, and then I'll see highlights. And hopefully, I'll be doing my mental health so well that you'll see Johnny's video on my channel.
Definitely.
And you'll see it from there. But like, it's growing, and more people are just going to watch the content and then just get, like, I'm addicted to it now. I can't go a day without watching something. So I think people will be doing that, and then they'll go through and they'll find you, and they'll see other fighters. They see boxers, they see wrestlers, and they'll see you and be like, what's going on here? This guy's crazy. Like, you fight so different to everyone else. It's like, it's like Wonderboy.
My belief, even since I was a kid or watching MMA, I grew up with like the Gracie era. I wasn't a Gracie fan. I was a Ken Shamrock fan.
I like Ken Shamrock.
I was a massive. Me and Perry were big Ken Shamrock fans because of my dad. So that was my original roots. So I love him. But even though I didn't even I wasn't a wrestler. Perry was more of a wrestler. Yeah. So when we used to grapple as a kid, me and Perry didn't go into schools. Like we grew up in a Muay Thai. My dad was Muay Thai background. But when me and Perry just do actually our grappling more from watching it, Perry used to be better on the taking down, but I was really good off my back. I was good off like quick triangles and things like that. But
Bendy John.
Yeah, Bendy John. Then I went to Chris Reese Academy. I learned actual proper legit technique, my arms were so flawed, we let one leg a bit loose, and when you go there you actually learn actual proper movement. Never engage my hips properly and stuff like that. We learned Perry came a little bit, he's going back now, but I obviously stayed there for a long time and learned it properly, but that was where my mindset was. I to be off my good on my back. I used to watch BJ Penn. Don't know if BJ Penn. Yeah, BJ Penn.
I love BJ Penn.
Yeah, he was amazing, good rubber guard. I loved people, so I thought, that's good. I loved Vadu.
He was another interesting fighter. He was different when you watch him, so I can see why that makes sense to you. It's the way you want to fight.
I hate gi though. I hate the gi. I've hated the gi.
I couldn't do that.
I've hated the gi for about. I've been doing.
It just doesn't make sense as when I watch normal fights. How are you gonna transfer those skills when you grip it onto something that isn't gonna be there in a different fight? Well, I don't understand how you transfer it.
I don't believe it transfers as my person. That's why I liked Eddie Bravo's 10th Planet. There's no 10th Planet in Swansea, but I would prefer it. I've been done to 10th Planet before. It's really good. That's my perfect preference. But back to in Swansea, not Swansea. Back to the jiu-jitsu side. I've done Brazilian jiu-jitsu for so long. But I've only blue belt. Well, because I don't put the gi on. I hate the gi. I despise.
Is that holding you back from moving up the ranks? Is it? I guess.
Well, yeah, you have to put the gi on. You have to do more gi competitions. I hate that. I can't stand it. I do amazing no gi. Did a no gi competition. And tapped him out in seconds.
Do you know that's funny because it's doing the rounds at the minute. The Alex Pereira's just got his brown belt. Have you seen that?
Has he?
Wow. His coach awarded his brown belt, and everyone's roasting him online because he didn't have much takedown defense.
No.
I just think it does. It's funny the way that works. Obviously, he's got his brown belt. He's got not a great ground game from what we've seen in the UFC. But we look at you, really good ground game. But you're only a blue belt just because you haven't done things in that way. Yeah.
I grappled with a guy who was meant to be. He did not meant to be. He went for his 5th. Tom Burton went for his 5th British tournament in Sambo wrestling, and obliterated everybody. Got people down, submitting. Pretty easy. Just finished everybody. He went to me, he took me down, and he finished him. I finished him. When he was going for a try, went for an armbar. He went for the ground again every time. It was
exciting to watch.
Every time I went to the ground, it was me doing the work, not him. Yeah. You know, which he felt. That's why he stood up. Explain why he stood up. It's smart. But like this is the thing. Even with the few everybody I fought with, the only people who stayed on the ground got tapped. So one got tapped.
Was it that Ryan
Frankton? And then Cameron Cockrell nearly got submitted. He stood up. Yeah. Theo Edwards nearly got submitted. He stood up. Tom Burton nearly got submitted. Stood up. Dom nearly got submitted. Stood up a few times, those times.
It's almost frustrating watching because it feels like we're just so close from watching you to get the finish.
Well, they know not to stay on the ground with me. And the thing is, like I said, when people say that I'm not, this is the thing with me is like I can fight like sambo wrestlers, like I can fight you guys.
You can fight them all. It looks like.
In my mindset, I'm like, well, you take me down, you commit suicide. That's my mindset. It's so I think I go in, I think right.
I remember
I've got that. That's my win there. So go on.
When we were talking in Zinco, like. It's probably at least a year ago now, and we were talking about you pulling guard. I think in your first fight, and you were explaining to me then like they don't even know, like they don't even know. And I've watched your fights since, and it's like they're still good.
Sorry, what was we saying? Sorry, listen.
But
they don't even know. No. But
they don't realize what's happening. As soon as you get close and you're going up, you're pulling that leg up. Like, it's game over if they carry on.
They stay there. Yeah, they know.
So you can see I'm panicking straight away.
That's why they stand up and they do the little silly leg kicks. You know, I think Dom was the first person to do that. Cameron Cockrell actually ran away. He said, "No, just get up." But not just that. If you stand with me though, you come forward. I don't mind getting back up against the cage. Like I rocked Cameron Cockrell and Dom. Cameron Cockrell,
you got some strikes in for sure.
Yeah, Cameron Cockrell kicked him in
Even
the head.
Though, like from watching it back, like my first initial was like he didn't throw a single strike, and then I watched it back, it's like, oh wait, he did, and he clipped him as well.
Yeah, well,
like because it's just so fast sometimes watching it. It's like, oh Christ, he did so much.
What's your first round against Cameron Cockrell? Cameron Cockrell pursues me against the cage, and I said this to my coaches at the time. I said, look, if they get me against a corner, that's stupid. They're the ones that are getting in trouble, not me. And I said that, and I still believe that to this day. My mindset thing, you get me against a cage, you're going to be bad, not me.
Yeah.
When Cameron Cockrell pushed me against a cage, I kicked him in the head, nearly finished him. Could have finished him.
Yeah.
I should have not gone for the wheel kick and do the flashy stuff. Could have kept punching. And the ref said he was close to stopping it. He was going to stop it. I chucked from a few shots. But I won anyway. It's one my decision. Doesn't matter. And then when I get to Dom, I let him chase me, luring on, and then I landed a wheel kick. The one that split his head open was the one he came on to me against.
Yeah, he was walking forward to it.
And another one people don't say because I remember listening to. I did get clipped once. Dom caught me by a lead hook. I was looking at his backhand and he caught me with a lead hook. But then once I knew what the power was, I can adjust and I changed the.
Yeah, I haven't seen you take like a clean strike.
Oh yeah, you see the Dom one it was clean. It was. Did you see the Dom? He knocked me down first round. He knocked me down. He got me with a.
I think maybe it was a camera angle or something because it's something happened and then you went on your back and then you started.
Was that someone else? Was that the third round or was that the? Because the third round I slipped. First round. There was something in the first round of one of your fights. I spent so long on the bloody video, it's all merged together. But it was someone came forward and then I think they clipped you with something, but it didn't look clean or anything. But then that's the one I just knocked out. My bad.
It looks alright.
Yeah, sorry. No, he did. First round he did. He caught me against the very few seconds. He clipped with his lead hook. He cut me right over on the jaw.
Okay.
But even though he clipped me, I recovered and I didn't realise what he was doing then. So then the commentators was like saying when I was getting the cage, oh, he's got to get out of the cage. I was like, no, I'm okay now. I've got my reads. The
thing is, they haven't seen like the BJJ side of it.
That's why when he got against cage and he was doing all that stuff, and they said, oh, he's having fun now because I was doing all this. What was it? I was going low and then I lowered him. I did a kick and then as he got kicked in the head, he made that was doing a spinning back fist because he went over there.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, and then and also what else happened? Quite a few things happened. But then that's right. I kind of got too into it. I had a dodgy. I didn't know I had a broken leg. I didn't know I had a broken foot against Dom. So when I was doing that funky stuff, he came at me. And I fell over. He went for a punch. I slipped. As I slipped, I went back. If you watch it closely, you slow it down.
We'll have to watch it
he
back.
Doesn't even land a shot. But as I've gone back, my ankle's rolled. And as it's rolled, I go in the air and I go on my back. And he does leg kicks and I get up. And then again, I went for a kick and he moved forward and took me down. But then when he took me down, I went for a leg lock. And he stood up. So,
I remember that.
Yeah. So like what I say.
It's exciting fights, man. Fights.
The point I'm getting to is like, do you know when people come towards me? Yes, I'm probably always going to be in danger of getting hit. The smart people who exploited it was I think Ryan Franklin showed a game plan to point style me, which was run away. First round, I think he was the first.
Yeah, he looked scared, man.
He did. He was the.
No offense, right? Sorry, bro.
He did, but the first round, Ryan was the first person, in my eyes, to show a weakness at that point. In my mindset, was a weakness in my game plan. Was right. If I just tried to, he was trying to go takedowns, which he did. He got me down first when or I don't know if I pulled guard.
No, he tried to take you down and he kind of messed it up and then ended up on his back. And
that's the second round. First round, I went on the ground.
Of course, yeah.
I think I believe I pulled guard. And he was doing right. He was doing well. When he got to me, he was like trying to. Didn't try to land strike. He didn't try to make. He just hold. He got just. So if you would like think about point style.
That's why I'm remembering bad now because it was just. It was just the same thing.
And he did that towards. He was doing a point style against me, fighting me like that point style, which was just smart. And he tried to do the second round. He was running away. I couldn't get him. I was getting really fed up. But he was doing. He was smart. He was showing. It was showing that there was a hole there in my game. He was showing a hole in his game. Long story short, when he ran away, and then he came back and come forward. At that point in time, he shot again. But this time he couldn't get me down. He felt I wasn't putting guard. He tried to take me down, and as he went to take down, I switched it and I got on top of it. And then obviously it was game over then. I submitted him. But
I was watching it. It was the first time because I've been watching wrestling, obviously the part of the UFC for a long time, and that's the first time I've gone. I know what to do. You just get head and arm, get over the other side, get set over, and I was like, he's doing it.
It was great. It was
sick.
It was brilliant. I remember you sent the video as well. I appreciate that. You mentioned me afterwards, but that was it. And I think what Tom Burton did, he must have saw that and thought, right, if I step in, step out. So he looks at it and thought, step in, step out. So what I've just been doing is like learn that was a hole in my own game, and then I learned how to readjust. Okay, right, I can fight on my back, but let's start going forward. So when I feel it was, I think people saw. Well, when I actually did win, saw I can go forwards, and I was going.
You were definitely moving forward a lot more. In that fight, for sure.
With my hands, and I'm doing it with kicks and doing lots of more stuff now. So that's not going to be in my mind. I'm not going to just be a one-trick pony and right, you come on to me, I'm going to hit you.
You were never a one-dimensional fighter by a long means, but like. You can see the progression. Like it's been a joy putting the video together because he made it so easy. Like the progression from fight to fight, you can see you opening up with more different techniques, and then the Theo one.
I'm going to be chucking more kicks though.
For sure.
More kicks. Theo episodes I had a broken leg, but still I was going forward more, start pressure and. But that was, I think that was the only hole that I had when I fought Tom Burton. I went forward towards the last round. I went forward. I think the first round I was definitely going for. I won the first round. I had won the first one, won the last round, and I lost.
That last round was sick.
It was good.
It made it so much easier again with the edit just to put that that other filter on, turn the volume up a little bit, and it was flow mode. And then it was this. I was like, oh mate, it's perfect.
Exactly. I really.
And you could see in Tom, he's just like, what am I doing here?
Let's go.
Because he looked like he was giving you his best, and you were like, come on, let's get in here. Like
I like that. And that's what I wanted from Tom. I said before the fight, it was on whose podcast was it? I think it was I don't know if it was Tyler from Mountains Basement MMA. It could have been Tyler, but I said on the podcast like that's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. I said in my full fight, I said I hope he comes at me. It's gonna be fun. But what was annoying that I felt was really peeing me off was that he stepped in, stepped out, stepped in. So he made me throw it. He stepped in. No.
You just need to spar. I tell you what, mate. I've been gagging to throw a jab. Maybe I'll be a sparring partner. And that's what all I'm focusing on. It's just
I need someone to do that. I'd love to do
for sure.
100%. I've had stuff that I've got in my arsenal that what I've been studying, doing now, and I just need to put it into practice. I need to do more
like I'm free. Come over here, kick me in the face. I don't mind.
I'll be up for that. You want to get
I'm serious.
Definitely. More than welcome.
I do this. I want. There's a feeling there. I want to get that feeling out because I've started exercising now in the morning. I feel like I want to have some explosion. But for sure, let's train.
Man, definitely come, man. At the moment,
and I'm happy to get beaten up as well.
At the moment, I'm in LT2. I'm training with a very few people, so you can come with me. And also, I'm in Duvigneau. Duvigneau is my home MMA, which that's in clinic. That's past. I say it is Cloneffe, it's not Cloneffe. It's just Cloneffe. It's just before that. It's past Lucca. Do you know Lucca?
Lucca, yeah.
Over the bridge. As you go over the bridge, there's like a roundabout. You take a right, and that's there. It's David John's boxing place. Also Legion MMA. Legion with me, myself, and Mike James.
Outside
MMA club.
wicked.
But if you can't make that, you can always come and be LC2 as well. So either
100% definitely.
And Moses is up in Binya as well.
Oh, sick.
And Ben becomes.
I want to meet Moses again properly, like sober, I guess, for the first time since I don't remember the last time I met him.
Oh yeah,
I was giving him a stick on the door or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. Yeah.
Sorry, Moses, if you remember that, mate.
No,
but
he's changed, Moses. He's changed, man.
I'm a good guy. Yeah. So, what have you got coming up? Anything on the horizon? What were you looking forward to?
Like I said, just at the moment, it's in my friends' fight camps. And with Mike James, we're doing a fight prep, but March is what we're looking at. I'm not saying anything yet. That's sealed, but it looks like we're going pro.
Yeah,
it looks like we're going pro. And that's like I said, if I was offered a title, I would definitely take it.
So the money is there, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
I think it's hard to motivate yourself for no paycheck.
Only thing I want to be an amateur is a title fight.
Yeah.
Or someone with someone with
prestige.
A name, yeah, prestige.
What's Leon doing? Get him in.
Well, he ain't gonna go to you. But I appreciate. I sparred with Leon's brother, who actually. I don't know if you know Leon's brother.
I watched his fight because I saw they were talking about Leon in the crowd when I was watching yours, and I watched it was his brother fighting. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was alright.
Yeah, he's beaten Machida in Bellator. He's not.
Well, Leon Edwards' brother.
Yeah, he's beaten.
Really?
Yeah.
The guy. Fair.
Not the guy I thought. I wasn't.
No. Yeah, I watched the other fight. Yeah. Oh, wow, fair.
He's fought in Bellator. And he's beaten Machida, and he's a big boy. He's a light heavyweight, I believe, or middleweight. He's a bigger boy. But yeah, no, he was good. I sparred with him in Renegade.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that,
getting out there, getting training.
Yeah.
Without messing up your leg again.
Yeah, I'm on the heel. There's no fight this year. This year is now. Like
the year's almost over anyway.
If you want to look at people to look at the moment, I would say definitely keep your eyes on Moses Jolly and Aaron Duvigneau.
For sure.
100%. Ben Dozer as well. Ben Dozer should be fighting.
Is he doing MMA or just
MMA? My brother Perry's fighting Ultra MMA this weekend coming. Legion MMA. David Johns. Myself, I'm not be fighting until next year. So
you've got enough highlights for us to last. You'll be alright.
Thanks, man. I appreciate MMA who gives me a lot of attention about, and the MultiCast, and yourself. Honestly, thank you, Callum. But there's nothing for me this year at the moment. I say nothing for myself fighting wise. But yeah, if you want to holler at me, if you guys look.
I'll put some links for you now.
Yeah, little shows you want to holler at me and give me something to tempt me into like the title fight or something that's going to get me interested, yeah, I'll take that. But if you're going to, no offense, guys, if you're going to give
if you think you can beat him,
yeah, exactly.
give it a go. But I don't know, guys,
do you know what I mean?
Got your hands full.
If you think you can put me on a title fight and then you think you can beat me, then you're winning, aren't you? Otherwise, if it's not a title fight, then I'll be honest with you, unless you're a prestige show, amateur, which is not. There's not many amateur.
I think you've got a window. You've got a window of time to have an MMA career, and there's no point wasting it on. Oh, should I do it just to fill the time when you could be training for something, even though it's a lot further ahead.
Exactly.
But more like
exactly.
Again, that's that springboard effect. Then you're just gonna go.
That's what I want. Mike James has been very good with me, with managing me, with getting me the fights that I wanted. I said to him, I want the best. I said to him, I don't want to mess around. There were some people they could have gone their first fight and fought on a local show.
I'm sure there's people. What's the word when they buff up their resume with
cans. I could have fought on local show. I could have done that ultra because I had a mental health. Remember you talked about mental health. I had a thing with mental health. Especially 2017, 2018, and I came back from that, and I like that. I was big, so I could have come back. And a lot of fighters they do this ultra MMA. I could have done that ultra MMA. I thought, you know what? I'm not a bully. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go out.
And it's also like you've run the risk of an injury.
Well, yeah,
and that could mess things up.
That wasn't really it. My heart was a bit like, I'm better than that. I'm better than.
You should have an ego about it.
It would have been an easy, quick win, and the poor guy who's probably trained his heart out for 8 weeks, and then he gets put with me. It's very unfair.
Yeah, that could end his MMA career right there.
Yeah, he could have been. I don't want to do this anymore. Do you know what I mean? It's unfair. So but then I would have fought on a local show. I would have fought on a local show.
Yeah.
But because of the pandemic, Budo Dino gave me a chance on his show, but the pandemic. Pandemic,
I got that.
But the pandemic that was cut that, screwed that part up. So, but then at late age, I said to Mike, look, Mike, I want to fight the best. I want to fight the best, and he got me into
fair play. Yeah,
I don't know how he did it, but he got me in the battle arena, and I think that
that's awesome.
Cameron Cotton was a boxing champion in the army. He had a big
you came in with like a tough guy to go against.
Good following. He had a great following.
It's true, yeah.
It was almost like I was set up to fail. If you even watched the build up to that, there were,
I heard whispers and not rumors, but like it did feel like the people you've been up against. It felt like they were expecting Johnny to come in, take a smack, go down. Yeah. But no, Johnny turns up and he gives everything he's got. Like,
I was meant to be there to lose. Like against Cameron Cottrell, I was meant to come up there to lose, and I won. And they're like, "What the heck?"
Right in the script.
The commentators were like taking the mick out at the very beginning of the fight because of my shorts. It's like, this guy's because just for Cameron Cottrell, and then he got kicked in the head. They're like, "Hang on!" Like, I had to start saying good stuff, and then they gave me the hardest one, the toughest people you can think of. Dom, a guy who's a Legionnaire in the army, Legionnaire. Like, you've seen his knockouts before he fought me. Just brutally knocked people out. And then I fight him and he knocked me down, but he knocked him out. Yeah. And then I can't lie. The next fight wasn't the great. I had a setback, but then I went up a weight class. But it was literally from the get go, beast. You know, whereas some people.
That's another thing as well. The weight classes, you've just fluctuated through those, no problem.
Yeah.
It's just like, whatever.
Go on. Good eating, chocolate.
You don't mind.
Chocolate
you don't
cake.
mind, like.
Chocolate cake.
Yeah, it was sick to see where you're light heavy.
If you can enjoy your food, enjoy your training. Why not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
I'm still getting good performances out of me. It's awesome.
Exactly. Well, I could, like you said, but like I could have done. I've seen some people. I've looked at their record and like they're fighting. Like I was going to interview someone soon. I was going to interview. I thought, wow, 7-1. He's got 7 wins, one loss, and he was fighting people with like 7 losses, 6 losses, and I'm thinking to myself, the heck? Yeah. And everybody's looking at him.
He's just trying to make himself feel good.
And everybody looks at him like, oh, this guy's the next best fit. I'm like, hang on. But he's fought no one.
Yeah.
Look at my resume.
That's casuals, bro. They're called casual fans. They don't know nothing.
They look at my record and think, oh man, two.
If you're looking at numbers, you're not going to go. You're not a fan.
Look who I fought. Look at the caliber of people I fought, and look at the caliber that these guys fighting. This guy's fighting. Can. And I've seen a lot of these guys. They're all giving gimmies. Yeah. Like you could say even he, but I don't think he was a gimme because when I fought Ryan Franklin, no disrespect to you, Ryan, I think they were trying to give him a win. They're trying to think, right, Jonny Mills is not a natural big guy. He's a small guy. Yeah. And I remember at the time, I was 92 or something, he was 98 kgs or something. I was giving out.
There was a difference for sure.
Big weight class. So I was just eating. I mean, at one stage I was like 91. I was not bad shape, but then I thought, I'm going to have to put I went to 93, I believe, 93, 94 kgs to get some weight on. And it was smart because when he tried to take me down, it was harder for him to take me down. Sure. So it was smart for me to do that.
Again, like a setup.
He was dead weight. But I felt that was even. I think they even wanted him. If you look at this, the commentary, they wanted. I think they even wanted him to win. I think they wanted Ryan Franklin to win. So even that point, but then, so I beat him, and then they give me Tom Burton, and so like 4-time British champ
in his hometown as well, with the home crowd.
Yeah, home crowd.
That was tough, but that was again.
And Phil, I thought I won, and then they give it to him. So, but I'll shut up now. Thank you for all the opportunity you give me.
He should have won. Even
they are killers. I love killers. Keep throwing me killers. If you can give me more killers, I'm happy. But but yeah, I want. So, anyways, I'm sorry to say that from off this. Anybody's listening to this show who's a promoter, title fight, guys. Throw me a title fight. Throw me a bow and I'm going there. Anything else, I'm not interested. Simple as that. I'm not interested. Sorry, go on.
You're the man. There we are. That's right.
It's true.
Fair. Anything you want to finish up with? Just throw some links. What's your socials?
Socials. I'll say thank you to sponsors. I appreciate it. Say, look, give a MultiCast, Champ Biz, Mum's Based MMA because Tyler he gives me stuff as well. He's got me some merch as well. Legion MMA, David Johns. David John's Boxing Gym. There's a printing place. I forgot the name. Sorry, bro.
So we'll put it there.
But
I'll do a voiceover. Just say something. I'll voice it over later. Just
come out. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Mike James. And as always, say thank you to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without you, I'm nothing. But thank you again, Canon, for having the show. Appreciate it. Thank you, bro. Thank you,
Johnny, for coming on. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, man.
There we are. Right, there we are. JawJitsu, episode 1. catch you in the next one, and catch Jonny in his next fight. I'll put all the links and stuff below. If there's anything else, I'll edit that in later. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.
Alright guys, thanks for sticking around. That was JawJitsu episode 1 with Jonny Mills. Right, hopefully I've piqued your interest a little bit with mental health. Please do check out TwpZen.com, @TwpZen, and just have a little look around, see if anything interests you, because mental health shouldn't be boring, it shouldn't be scary. And if I can talk to a big scary fighter about being sad, then I'm sure you can just have a look around. Alright, big thanks to Jonny for coming on. Shoutouts should be scrolling past me in a sec. So yeah, thanks very much for your interest in making mental health fun. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, peace out.